Good morning, Regina Clark here with Brainwave Balancing and Wake Up Wednesday. And I am excited to be with you this morning as always. And again, I'm in my backyard because I can and it makes me happy. So I want to kind of cut right to the chase this morning. I wanted to tell you a little bit first though about how this whole thing started. Wake Up Wednesday. What's that about? And in my mind, it's more than just it's first thing in the morning. It's what are you going to wake up to today? What are we going to choose on this day? Being awake, in other words. There's a gal named Sarah Blondin on Insight Timer, which is a meditation app, and that's her kind of tagline or her title is Live Awake. So if I'm awake, what that means to me is I'm not asleep. And if I'm not asleep, then I'm conscious, right? The idea is that I want to pay attention. I want to be alert. I want to be aware. I want to be awake. I want to be present. So these are all different words that have similar meanings, and that's what I am looking for in my life is wake up, Regina, every day, wake up to the life that I want to live, to the choices that I'm making, not letting my brain, and we've talked about this before, run on autopilot, where my subconscious, which is going to happen, is controlling everything that's going on. You know, it's running the show, processing those 20 million bits of information per second, and my conscious mind can only focus and hone in on 40 bits of information. And so, how I choose to focus is going to determine my outcome. And I can participate in that. Instead of just being on autopilot, I can be aware. I can be awake, intentional, present, conscious, alert, and not be asleep at the switch of my own life. And I know that nothing changes until something changes. That if I keep on doing what I've always done, I'm going to keep on getting what I've always got. Isn't that just the most amazing thing? So if I want a different life, I need to start, first of all, I start by thinking about my situation differently because what I focus on expands. So if I keep thinking the same thoughts, I'm going to keep attracting, that's what I'm going to see. That's the reticular activating system, right? If I buy a white Subaru, all of a sudden there's thousands, I swear this is true, in Colorado, thousands of white Subaru Outbacks. They're everywhere. But it's because I focused my attention and now that's what I see. So this is where we get to be very deliberate in what we want in our lives. Einstein is quoted as saying that imagination is greater than knowledge. So I can have all the knowledge in the world, but using my imagination to see my life and world in a different way will go a long ways. And this brings me to one of my favorites, and this is shortest book ever written, the Autobiography, in 5 short chapters. You've probably heard it before, but every time I read it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so good. So here we go. Chapter 1. I walk down the street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I fall in. I'm lost. I'm helpless. It isn't my fault. It takes forever to find a way out. Chapter 2. I walk down the same street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I still don't see it. I fall in again. I can't believe I'm in the same place. It isn't my fault. It still takes a long time to get out. Chapter 3. I walk down the same street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I see it, but I still fall in. It's habit. It is my fault. I know where I am. I get out immediately. Chapter 4, I walk down the same street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I walk around it. Chapter 5, I walk down a different street. Isn't that amazing? I really think in our lives what we're all trying to do is walk down different streets that take us in a different direction, that lead us to the path of our dreams, to wishes fulfilled, to the life that we desire. And to me, that's not about stuff. That means it's peace of mind. It's having contentment. It's having love in my life. It's having, not being stressed out and ridden with fear and anxiety, but just being at peace and calm so I can be awake and aware and alert and conscious and deliberate and intentional, that I can choose the streets that I walk down, that when I fall in the hole, that I get back out, that I keep trying again and again, and I get better and better and better. So that is what I have for you today. And my sincere encouragement is that we all continue to lock arms and know that we're all in this autobiography of life and that we are doing our best. And that's what I say to you is be your best, most amazing, kind, caring self today. And I will see you next week on Wake Up Wednesday.